Hey everyone, so it's Irene here again from Surfit Training. Just want to talk to you a little bit about treats. It's Friday afternoon at the moment, it's 20 to 5. It's been a really hot day, and often when people have worked all week or had a hard week, we think, we've done loads of exercise, we've really been watching our diets, let's have a treat and let's have a big takeaway. Often coupled with alcohol, which is fine, no judgment here, but I just want you to think mindfully about the habit of saying, let's have a treat. So let's say the treat today is pizza. And I've known quite a few of my clients call it Fat Friday. So Fat Friday comes and we order pizza. Often we get buy one, get one free. We get these deals that come with chicken dippers or wedges, maybe ice cream, cookie dough, whatever, the whole caboodle comes. And the thought of it all day is really good because we haven't got to plan anything, we haven't got to cook, there's no washing up, clearing up, it feels easy. So the food arrives, it smells really good, everyone's a little bit excited about their food. We start to eat it, and at first it's probably quite enjoyable. As it goes on, you start to feel a bit full, bloated. I can't eat all of this, but hey, we've just paid a fortune for it, so somehow it's going in, whether it's across the evening, across the next day. So this food gets eaten. Often it's very, very high in carbs, fats, and the nutrition is pretty low. So post eating this meal, we often feel bloated, the gut's not happy with it, so the toilet habits aren't great. There's been no nutrient or very little nutrient exchange in this takeaway food. So the day after, we feel dehydrated, we start to reach for more poor food choices because of how the food left us feeling the day before, particularly if it's high in salt. And the brain will keep telling us to go for more carbs. Let me get me some feel-good food. So it might be that we go through the whole pattern again. We start to feel guilty. So we starve ourselves for a little bit and then we reach for more carbs. It might be a packet of biscuits. It might be cake, more alcohol. And the brain just keeps telling you to go for more. So that treat, when was that treat a treat? Was it just the thought of it, the stuff arriving, the smell? Did you really enjoy eating it all and trying to force it down? Did you enjoy the day after when you're dehydrated and then again making poorer choices? Is it the week after that you think my jeans are a little bit tight, or you feel heavy, bloated, and then we go through the whole process again, whether it's once a week, once a month, whatever it is. Now, I'm not saying feel guilty about these food choices because we don't want to demonize food, but I want you to think about when people say, oh, go on, treat yourself. Say if you're out at a bar and you don't want another drink and people go, oh, go on, it's not going to hurt you, have another one, but the next day your head is banging, you feel really poorly, dehydrated, headachy. At what point was that a treat? When did you treat yourself? If you feel a bit pants with it, psychologically, mindfully, when was that a treat? So we go a month down the line and we're on a night out. Nothing fits. We don't feel comfortable in anything. We feel, we look in the mirror, don't like what we see. And I have so many clients, this is so sad, that don't like looking in the mirror at what they see. So all those little drips of treats, when were they a treat for you? When did they make you feel good? Is it on the beach? When you think, I don't feel confident in my swimsuit? If you feel confident, you go for it. But if you're not happy with yourself and you're perceiving those treats to be a treat, when are they a treat? So if you have an addiction to something and you have a goal, I want you to compare what you're eating and drinking to what your goals are. If your habits are taking you further away from your goal, is it a treat? If your habits are taking you closer to your goal, is it a treat? That's for you to decide, not me. I'm not judge and jury, but I want you to think, when is that treat a treat? So if you could be mindful about what you're shoving in, you know, it might just be a chocolate bar. It might be it might be that you just can't stop eating a certain food. Is that taking you closer to your goals? And if you know it isn't, think about it before you have it. And if you're not happy with that choice, make a different one. So the next time you reach for something, stand in front of it and say, or if you're having a takeaway, for instance, what do I want more? Do I want to get to my goals, whatever your goals are, or do I want that more? Whichever one wins when you've thought about it mindfully, have it. So if you want that cake more, if you want that takeaway more than to get to your goals, have it, enjoy it, and then don't feel guilty about it. If you are then in a situation where you're not confident with yourself, then you've got to question those choices, because those choices lead us to either being happy or unhappy, and that decision is yours and yours alone. I love chocolate, and over the years I have loved chocolate, but they give me the migraines from hell. Alcohol, in years gone by, I've never been a big drinker, but if I have had alcohol, again, migraines from hell. So I don't drink at all now, and I made that decision that if somebody offered me a glass of Prosecco, I have to think, right, what am I going to enjoy more? That glass of Prosecco or the migraine that's going to hit me for 2 or 3 days after? I'm mindful, forget the Prosecco, let's have a soft drink. That's my choice, because my goal is not to be laid up in bed with a migraine from hell for 3 days. Same with chocolate. Chocolate is a big trigger for me. So if you know it's going to make you unhappy, think twice about doing it. If you are having a takeaway, enjoy. It's not to feel guilty. It's just something for you to think about and getting you close to your goals. Enjoy your evening, whatever you're doing. Remember, it's free to subscribe. I'm going to post lots of videos during lockdown just to make you feel better about yourself and to make choices that will make you feel happy about who and where you are. Over and out. Take care.